In today's video, I want to cover all the options that you have to scale your existing professional service business. What are the ways to do that so that you can charge more money, you can make more money, and you can scale to, let's say, $1 million faster. My name is Michael Bohannes. I run a company called Content 360, and today I want to cover this important topic of scaling. As usual, I'm taking my cues from my content topics from my clients and prospective clients. And today I spoke to a lovely lady who's running an accountancy firm and who's looking to scale her business. Accountancy firm is currently her, and she has one person that she's currently taking on part-time. And so I think if you just think briefly about all the options that you have to scale, it's then great that you have the ability to choose the right one for you. So let's cover those three options. What are they? First of all, I mean, it's not really scaling, but we have to cover it because it's kind of under the umbrella of how can we make more money with our solopreneur consultant coaching business. And that is, you can simply charge more money, right? This lady who I spoke to, she's just inundated with requests. She has way too much business coming in. And so the first idea is, of course, raise your prices for the next clients who come in. Of course, you cannot give that to the existing clients, but for new clients coming in, just boom, double your rates. The problem with this is there's a natural limit to it, right? There's no one, very few people in the world will pay an accountant $1,000 per hour. So this will find, depending on the market that you're in, it will find its natural limit. So what other options are there? Of course, and this is the one that most people know about and most people would start doing, is simply by adding more people, growing the team. The problem with this is there's two of them, two problems actually. One of them is that you have to hire people, right? And people are messy. There's always people issues. And so personally, at least in my business, I want to delay the moment until I have to hire full-time staff as far ahead into the future as possible. So that is problem number one. Problem number two, it's a gradual increase. It's a gradual step change that you are doing. So let's say, just to keep things simple, as a solopreneur, as a solo consultant, you can make, let's say, $100,000 per year. That's kind of where you max out. Yes, I know some solo consultants can do more, but let's just take the average. That could be, let's say, $100,000 per year. Now, if you hire a junior person, you would pay them, again, to keep things simple, you'd pay them $50,000 a year, and you would still charge $100,000 for their time. So that's okay. But so you see, you have to always add one person to make another 50,000 of net revenue to you, right? So this is how you, in order to get to $1 million, you would have to hire 9 people, and that's you working full time. So that's probably impossible. You would have to hire 10 people because all you do then is manage them, and you would then also stop working on your craft. Okay, so there's a lot of issues associated with this, but still, nevertheless, many people choose to take this option. So the one piece of advice that I would have here is that make sure that as you are inundated with all these requests, that you at least capture everyone who has come in and who you had to decline, who you had to say no to. Sorry, I don't have time to work for you, but capture all of them and just make sure that nothing falls through the cracks, because this is essentially free money coming your way. And so if you don't have the time to work on them yourself, just make sure you have at least a referral partnership set up so that, hey, I don't have time, but I have 5 people who you can choose from. And then whoever of those 5 people gets that business, either you get a small referral fee from them, or you just have, at least they know that you refer that client to them, so you have some social capital brownie points with them. And so that is the topic number 2. Now, the most exciting for me, because I think this is the one that, first of all, I'm choosing it for myself, for my own business, and I would like to bring this to your attention if you haven't heard of it yet, is productizing your service. Now, what does that mean? Service is tied to your time. Okay, so most people who are selling a particular service, this is tied to their time. Many are charging an hourly rate. That could be from a lawyer who's charging $500 an hour to somebody doing copywriting services or social media marketing services at $25 an hour. So there's a huge range there. But this one commonality among them is that you are selling your time. Well, naturally, time is not unlimited, and you can sell so much of your time every day. So productizing your service is something that can divorce you from having to spend time to get money. It breaks this time for money equation. It's really, really important to understand that, because once you have cracked that, then it means that you are able to scale to, let's say, $1 million a year without hiring staff. I'm personally not at that level yet, but I've productized my service already so that I can kind of set everything in place in order to get to this kind of high run rate. So how do you do this? What does productizing then even mean? You just simply take the results that you are delivering to a client and you create a service package around it that helps them to achieve this result with your help, but without you having to do it. So this is the classic transition from done for you into done with you, or coaching, group coaching programs where you are just essentially standing at the sidelines and are just helping them to achieve their results. So just to give you an example, in my business, I have started the Content 360, which is a content marketing agency. I wanted to build it as an agency originally, but then I just thought about this and I thought productizing is better. So I started out doing content marketing for my clients. But then over time, as I started to learn to do it, I got results, I got client testimonials. I decided that I will shift over into this productizing version, and I'm now selling a course/group coaching program where I help people to get their own clients on LinkedIn. Okay, and if this is, by the way, interesting to you, then please contact me wherever you are watching this, on Facebook, LinkedIn, or YouTube. Contact me and we can talk about it, how we can get those results for you. The great thing about it is I can take on 20 clients a day if this if this materializes. And now my dog has just come in. She actually can open the door for herself. So if this materializes, I can take on 20 new clients a day, and it will not be a problem. Although 20 a day might be stretching it. So, but you get the point, right? And so therefore, this can allow me to scale to $1 million plus without taking full-time staff. So there is a drawback to this. This is harder to sell. Now, I know this from my personal experience. People are generally more willing to spend time with a professional who will do something for them rather than learning this new skill themselves. So therefore, it is harder to sell. You will be, the curve will be flatter for you as you are starting out on this journey. So just beware, okay? It will not be as easy as selling your services as you did before. So that's point number one. And here's two nuggets that I found, especially in my journey, really, really useful. So I hope they will be useful for you too. First of all, try to create a product where you can charge a lot. With a lot, I mean at least $2,000 per new client. Why? Because you are a service professional. You have done a lot of delivered value to clients, and you are good on one-on-one. You are not good, at least that's what I would assume, because I'm not good at it myself, is to sell something online without an interaction. Okay, so, and if you are selling for something, let's say less than $500, $200, $300, you cannot have one-on-one sales interaction with your clients. And you have to purely rely on your online presence to sell this. And that is really difficult. You're entering into a completely new space. The product where you are selling something for $2,000 or more, this is still very much close to your original value proposition. And it's just much easier to sell for you. If you're now currently a service provider, this will be easier. So try to come up with something that people will be willing to pay at least $2,000 for. That's point number one. Last point number two, is sell before build. Most people make the mistake that they, okay, I want to have this product, it's going to be great for my clients, and they build it end to end. This could be a huge waste of time. It's way better if you sell the course before you build it. You have somebody on the phone, you tell them about this, and you don't necessarily have to tell them that you haven't built it, because this could be a drawback. But since you will deliver them the results that they want, you can say, yes, I have a course. Yes, I have a group coaching program. You should totally join it. And then if they say yes, you say, okay, we start in 1 week. And in that week, you work a lot. You just build the whole thing. But the key thing is you have learned what they want. You've learned that this is sellable, and then you can create it. Okay, I hope this was useful. Again, this was all about scaling and what are the three main ways to scale a service-based business if you're a solopreneur.